introduce yourself and let them know what should we talk about today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Today, Tracy will be working Project 5 out of the Advanced Communication Series, The Entertaining Speaker. Project 5 is Speaking After Dinner. Her objectives are to prepare an entertaining after-dinner talk on a specific theme and to deliver the talk using the skills developed in the preceding projects. Tracy will have 5 to 7 minutes to complete this project, and the title of her, I'm sure, to be radiating speech is The Do's and Don'ts of Office Parties. Thank you.
So, Tracy is the founder of this club, this Toastmasters group, and she has graciously volunteered to speak today in place of somebody else who just couldn't make it today. She has given some great speeches in the past, and she makes you laugh and learn at the same time. But everybody, please give Tracy Brecke a warm welcome.
Whether you choose to admit it or not, everyone in your office has a birthday. Do you celebrate these special days? Well, if you do, I have some basic tips to help you make these parties go as smooth as possible. First, you should create a calendar of the birthdays you're celebrating. And by the way, you don't get to just pick and choose the birthdays that you're going to celebrate. If you celebrate one, you have to celebrate them all. So basically, get a calendar together of everyone's birthdays. Next comes the actual planning. Take a look at when the birthdays fall. Even though you'd love to celebrate each and every person's uniqueness and individuality, having 2 cakes in a week probably isn't needed. It is definitely okay to combine birthdays. One cake per month is probably enough, because I know I don't need to be eating that much cake, and I'm not sure there is anyone who does need to be. On a side note of combining close birthdays, besides that you don't need 2 cakes, nobody wants to be the afterthought and have a recycled cake. If you have 2 birthdays just a few days apart from each other, it is not okay to buy 1 cake, eat half of it, refrigerate it, and then bring out the other half a few days later for the next person's birthday. Because secretly, everyone in the office is laughing at you as you bring your half a cake to the next celebration. Now, who needs to come? It's most appropriate to invite just a specific work group. A good place to start is with that list of people who you'll be celebrating. The list might need to be broken into smaller groups depending on your dynamics and size. Now, what if the person you're celebrating has a best friend just a few rows away? You should not invite them. Because if they really are friends, don't worry, they'll plan their own celebration, and there's always someone in the office who could invite everyone and they would all come. Sadly, there's also someone in the office who you have to drag people to come, and you don't want to be the maker of that disaster. So just stick with your group of people that you're celebrating and stick with that same invite list year-round. Send out an invite to everyone, most likely an Outlook calendar appointment. Be sure also, if it's necessary, to reserve a room. If this is a common practice in your environment, then do it. Don't just assume that this room never gets used and it's not going to be at this particular time. Because the last thing you want to be is the marshal of the birthday parade carrying a cake with your hungry, sugar-deprived coworkers following you to locate another room. Now for a few personal touches. Get a card for each person that you're celebrating for everyone to sign. Place it in a routing folder and attach a list of everyone who who will sign it. Get this list, of course, from the people that you invite. That way, the recipient knows everyone who signed their card, and the people who are signing cards actually know the people who they're presenting well wishes to. Delete or cross off the people whose birthday it is so that it doesn't mistakenly get routed to them, because although it might be obvious not to give the birthday person their card, they just might be my typical next person in the routing line. So make sure that you cross them off the list. The day of the party, you'll probably pick up a cake, cupcakes, bagels, fruit, or whatever you're celebrating with. Make sure that you think this entire process through. What all do you need? Probably plates, knives, forks, because no one wants to gather around to look at a birthday cake. If you celebrate regularly, you'll probably have a supply of these, and all you need to do is verify that you have enough to get through the day. With these tips, hopefully your event should go off flawlessly. Everyone will come to your room, sit down, you'll present a nice personalized birthday card, and everyone will get to eat. With these steps, you'll be sure to make the most of everyone's time and celebrate your coworkers on their special days.